pretty cool. It's kind of like what I do with the Taboo X side series.
But like I said, like I was telling you, Alita's is probably gonna go fairly because it's gonna be from her point of view and in her head. It's pretty much, and it's mostly because I love the noir style writing.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite series, and this is, I don't care if this is product blurb for, Mario Acevedo.
If it'll help,
it's the Felix Gomez series.
Oh, I have not read that.
Dude,
really quick disclaimer: we ain't getting paid for none. Shut up.
And no, it's just I love the book series. There is a little bit of a beef I have with it, but
what?
it's he does a lot of repetitive information.
Oh.
But each of these books can be standalone. Like, you can buy one of the books, and because of that repetition of information, you don't have to go and read some of the other books except for tie-in story.
That's dope. That's cool.
I mean, and I love the way he names his books. He writes from what I've read, he writes the books and he contemplates the best B name to get the title for the book.
Nice.
Like, the most recent one's called Werewolf Smackdown.
See, I was thinking more like the man from
Eagle,
no.
Okay, no.
Like old school detective
His
bullshit.
first book is
That's different.
No. His first book is the Nymphos from Rocky Flats.
See, that's some Chuck Tingle level bullshit. That's some pounded in his own butt by the book, pounded by his butt.
Nymphos from Rocky Flats is book 1.
What?
X-Rated Bloodsuckers is book 2. Jailbait Zombie is book 3. No.
Why?
Undead Kama Sutra is book 3. Jailbait Zombie is book 4, and then it
I
goes
like Jailbait Zombie better. Just saying.
I'm sorry. I mean, and it's something you don't see. It is a very strong Latino male character. I mean, don't get me wrong. Danny Trejo does a lot in cinema. I mean, he is probably one of the hardest working Latin actors.
But name another main Latin actor.
Banderas.
Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, you're right.
That's the few of the big names I can think of right now. Besides,
it's
God rest his soul, Cesar Romero.
Yes. Well, yeah. Oh my God, who's my favorite? He was fucking Gomez. Raul Julia. But I don't think he was Hispanic. I think he was Latinx. Whatever.
I think he was Spaniard.
Whatever. He was awesome either way.
That doesn't matter.
He was the man from La Mancha, for the love of fucking Christ. He was fucking Bison in the bad version of Street Fighter. Yeah, he was. But
I don't.
Bad.
I don't think they're. I think live action for that franchise was just a bad idea.
No, it can be done. It can be done. I bet I could write that script. But the problem is, they did not. So you got what you get. I mean, the effects were terrible. Let's not get started on that.
It was 90s.
It was the 90s.
A lot of shit was terrible.
Yeah. Turbo Kid was like 2 years ago. It was like 90s based. It's actually a really good movie. Was it 80s?
It was all.
I remember Turbo Kid was good.
All back in the 80s.
Just Hackers. There's a fucking terribly good movie. I love that movie. It was so bad. So straight talk though, we now have this kid. I know what I'm going to do with him, Darius Dogma. And plus, I have the videos. I hope as long as it's got about 2 hours of video. Shit.
Oh shit.
Only got 9 minutes. Whatever, nigga. Yeah, I think that's actually everything. Seriously, we just created Darius Dogma, the Dogma family, Get out. Oh boy, I like to think it was like a fucked up version of that 70s show.
Now, oh god, this is gonna give me so much bad ways to go with him because now. Well, no, I love that movie, Dylan Dog, and he has a similar name.
Oh,
he might end up kind of trying to keep the balance between all the forces in the city.
Well, that's the one I need to point out. He doesn't. Maybe in Neo Tokyo, but in Neo LA, all he has to do is survive.
I'm actually gonna be tickled if they never find out until he unveils who his heritage is.
I think they would notice. In the very least, the blood of Tiamat is inside of him, so they think they would notice. Debbie,
but,
he has blood of Debbie.
He has the blood of his mother.
That too.
Like,
now, don't forget, Frank was.
That raises the question of, is Frank going to hunt him down?
Oh no.
Well, no. It's that it's not just a mental thing. It's that instinctual. Is this going to be a threat to my status, my power.
Oh no, Frank and Dash wouldn't worry about that. Consider it like this. Frank and
this
Dash
kid does end up getting his mother's.
Oh, they would just fucking destroy him. Well, period. Here's something to consider. Once again,
aren't they gonna watch him and see how he decides which way he goes in the?
They probably won't care. Consider it like this. Remember I told you about the canon storyline about Mongo Chessraver, president of the future Neo Tokyo?
Yeah.
And remember, they have the storyline that I created, the canon Taboo X story I wrote, that was the 13th overpowered they sent after. Just saying. I'm not saying they're over.
Or if he does end up gathering enough Gnosis to hit
that.
Start getting that. Or
well, they'll deal with that.
Well, no. And if they see his power level and the fact that he's not out to accrue power for the sake of power, that he has that.
That's smart.
I mean, because once he realizes that the power is so imbalanced in Neo LA,
which it is.
No. I mean, there might be a chance that they might go, hey, this kid might have the shit to go after Mongo. Or
they're not trying to kill Mongo. They're just annoying him. Literally, they want him to change the time travel law back to being normal, where they'll accept any. It's just the principle of it.
Well, no. I mean,
it literally annoyed Frank, and then Dash went, "Let's do it." Do me a favor, dice off with me real quick.
It's also the fact of he has Kegro's knack. He'll probably end up developing Kegro's intuitive knack of talking to people.
Now that would happen. Yeah, so get higher than me. 10 versus. Okay. So he's not going to be an overpowered. Sorry, bro. Now, I might develop him as an overpower. You never know. But for right now, I'm not going to say
No, I'm not going to start him out at that. No.
No, I mean, eventually. Yeah. Like, that was literally a Dice Force future. But don't worry about it. So,
it was only 1 point.
It's true. And besides, it may be... What if he becomes an overpowered, reaches back into reality of what we just did right now, and then turns it around that I said lower? Which I actually almost did say lower, by the way. Don't get your vape smoke on my fucking good flag. So...
That'll make it smell like apples.
Dog, help me find apples. Wow, that's an old meme. So this kid right now, as it stands in the Generalist, at some point in time,
he might not get there fast, but he still has the potential.
Oh, that goes without saying, yes. But I'm just saying how it's going to start is he's going to show up about 5 or 7 books from now, and we'll go from there.
I have no doubt that he's going to get his ass handed to him more than enough.
Oh, he's going to... Maybe I'll get his ass handed to him, because as is, I will say this much. He's going to show up after the Bone Arc, which, that's the Jewish golems, remember? And, you heard it here. Official Generalist shit right here. Jewish golems!
Hey, so they are a Jewish culture mythos.
True. And I'm not going to ruin it here. I'll edit this part out. You know what's the worst part? The Emmett is up and killed him. And that's something the shop won't do. The shop has killed people for all sorts of excuses. But they don't harm innocents. They try not to, at least. And they certainly won't lose sleep if they do. But they normally don't. They will go out of their way to not harm or kill innocents or save them. It's what they do. You know what I mean? They are, for all intents and purposes, anti-heroes.
At the moment, that's probably one of the saving graces that Darius will have.
Yeah, the fact that he's not much of a threat to piss him off.
Well, no, that at this point he isn't innocent. He knows of good and evil. It's just he doesn't know enough of the world.
Let's say this. Innocence in that he hasn't pissed off the shop. There you go. And there's even a chance, once I start, and you know me, Engineers and Gardeners, episode 3, go watch it. In my engineering phase, my gardening phase, once I get to the gardening phase, who knows what's going to happen to him once I get there, It may be stuff you might not like, but it'll be canon. And I won't do it unless I actually cross it up with you. It's like, hey, bro, I think you're not going to like this, or we should talk about it.
Shit, there'll probably have to be points in time for the writing. I'll have to come over here and RP it with you.
That'd be interesting. That'd be fun. Shit.
I mean, it'll probably be a one-on-one game, but
I can bust it.
There'll probably be NPCs that you'll have that he interacts with. And
the rule of thumb in Neo Los Angeles 20XX: never piss off the shop. Seriously, they have pissed into the wind. They have spat on Superman's cape and then butt fucked him, and then spat roast him. Spit roast him. Spit roasted him. I'm just saying. The shop is the shop. That's just, there is no rule above that. I'm not saying, they'll win everything.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He doesn't have that fucking level of rebellion that Alita did. Just
Alita would try. Alita would. Alita is like Eddie from fucking Iron Maiden.
I'm
Alita
sorry,
would.
Alita is that person. You tell her.
You tell her
we don't do this because of this.
She's like
in the back. She will take it with a straight, calm, collected face. Go in there as a customer. Be so polite, so courteous, and then once one thing goes wrong to trigger that Tordekian button.
Tordekians are great. Tordekians are fucking great.
Don't get me wrong. I think I was the first player to go Tordekian.
You were.
And then I'm not knocking the other players, but I took it.
You helped define what a Tordekian is.
But I did it in kind of an oxymoronical way of how Jay described Tordekians.
Yeah.
Even to the point where he roleplayed Tordek going, "This bitch is one of mine." She's calm, collected, quiet. Oh.
Trigger your button, trigger your button, trigger your button. Trigger your button.
Every time she did it, he'd be like, "She's one of mine.
She is mine." What was it? Oh no, that was the Hellblade thing. You are my master. Okay. Fucking Matsu.
You are my master. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Tordek was like, "This bitch follows me."
Tordek. Yeah, but then eventually, let's not forget, she was using your ult.
It was totally,
the lap dance. Remember the lap dance?
Oh yeah.
And the Tordek.
Well, no, it was the initial thing of, "She's one of mine." I know I got her mom or dad.
Her mom or
her brother.
Dude, this sounds an awful lot like Ralph Skill Incarnate. I got her mom, her dad, her aunt, her uncle.
I mean, but I can't believe this bitch is in my corner. And look, I gotta watch.
Yeah, it ended up being good though. It ended up being
I need
good.
a keg of beer.
I need a keg of beer. Oh shit.
Oh, and literally, it was just that was how Jay kind of fucking had to GM her intro to the face. It was like,
but admittedly though, between us, fuck that guy Jay. He deserves.
Dude,
fuck him.
I mean, don't do it. Don't do it.
You ruined it. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay, bro. Everyone knows I'm also JDW, Conquer Hell and Proud of Heaven. Everyone knows I'm also JDW on the street and in extreme existence. You know what's the worst part is when people think Frank Todd, and yeah, a couple people have already called me out for that shit. Isn't this just your Gary Stu? No, JDW is my Gary Stu. Frank Todd is actually the only thing I gave Frank Todd that was personalized was my sense of clothing, my fashion sense, and my look, which was the afro with the red bangs. Remember that shit? Yeah, I did that shit hard, baby.
I know we're forgetting somebody whenever we mention Surge.
It's Surge. What?
Jaime.
Are those Pool Boy and Cabana Boy?
No, it was Pool Boy and Jaime.
You're right, you were Jaime.
He was Jaime. The hairdresser who makes you so fucking good. He'd be like, "I make you so pretty." The boys be like, "Yeah."
Oh my fucking Christ. Why did Jesus take the wheel? There was a lot involved with Neo Tokyo, and I'm glad we've actually been discussing this with Darius because there is so much history involved, even behind the Generalist, that some of these people don't fucking know, you know what I mean? And it all started with Neo Tokyo Unit 13, never forget. Never forget the roots, bro.
I mean...
Also, they're a great band. That was the best part, in my opinion, was